Everyone, a good morning to you. It is time for your first alert forecast update on this Thursday. We are seeing, just things moving through the middle of April, but still feeling like summer out there. We are going to be seeing cooking temperatures across South Carolina, talking a 90-degree high temp, a lot of hazy sunshine, everything building up into this day that makes us feel like we're in late May or early June, when, a 90-degree day is just something that could easily happen. But not as much for today, so let's focus on this and continue to dive into these first alert weather details. I'm meteorologist Tony Chiavaroli. Thank you again for checking in on this live stream for the morning. We're going to be getting you through the rest of this week through a lot of busy weekend activity for a lot of people. This is going to be a very busy weekend here in Columbia, even just for South Carolina, for the university in general. A lot of sporting events going on. Got the Garnet and Black spring game for all the Gamecock fans. So let's keep steady with this. See how we're not just building up with heat today, but also seeing a little bit of storm chances that will try to settle their way in for the region. I do want to start out here, though. Take a look at this. Getting over Broad River Bridge right now into downtown Columbia. Just got some very busy traffic flows as we are going on. People are trying to, of course, get to their workplace or just, going out and about for a morning travel, trying to get maybe some breakfast, something else, or a run to the store. Either way, you got a lot of traffic getting into the capital city. And as of right now, temperatures with that sun settling still in the low 60s, but very quickly. By the time we get past 10 o'clock, you even say 10:15, I would be, of course, very surprised if we weren't already in the low 70s. These temperatures are going to rise quick with that sun up, and also a wind that will start to churn up again out of the south and west. It's not going to be a really gusty day, but it'll be enough to, of course, pump up our morning temps, get us to that projected high near 90. As we go on, those high temperatures really working to rise. They will be very toasty today. All that hazy sun out there. Friday and Saturday still going to be hot in their own regard in the 80s, but look at that drop back. Take a check of this graphic. Sunday and Monday all the way tumbling down into those 60s. It is going to be a huge temperature setback as we get to the second half of the weekend. Let's talk about it, because a cold front is on the way. And now this, of course, brings me to the tidbits here. What, of course, we see with these changes, we get the high today near 90, the spotty storms that are still going to be around between Friday and Saturday. That's going to be our initial rain chances to finally start to return it to this week. But Sunday, it's all going to be about cloudier skies eventually, us cooling off, cold front rolling through, and a large area of low pressure. So that's likely giving us more rain coverage as we get further and further into Sunday, likely the afternoon and evening. Late afternoon, that's going to be something we'll continue to track through for you as we get a little bit more of that data. I'll be able to do that with a lot more confidence tomorrow morning. But right now, I still want to get you forward into what, of course, will be more confidence into the start of your weekend. Take a check of this as we go on into Saturday. Starting out with our Thursday, just all that sun out there. And as I said, southerly to southwesterly wind, everything consistent. That should keep us to a high around 90 degrees today. And if we do pick that up at the Columbia Airport, that will make it the official first high 90 day of this year of 2024. Haven't officially hit 90 degrees at the airport yet. They have out in Sumter. I will say they got that temperature officially recorded in Sumter, Orangeburg, to name a couple communities, but we haven't got that yet in Columbia. Today likely will be that first day. As we go into the futurecast for Friday, we get clouds to mix in, a little more moisture around. We have seen high pressure out to the Atlantic Ocean continuing to move away, and as that continues along, we will get a cold front actually to make that push towards us. That's why I showed you again that really big cool down that we're going to see eventually into our Sunday. But we have to build there first. Right now we're just going to be focusing on still 80s for tomorrow. Some of these isolated showers and storms, take a look at this. A little more of that coverage finds its way here, especially for the northern half of South Carolina. That is where we likely see a little bit better of convective potential, just the way that these things set up sometimes. And that's how, of course, we're going to go into the day, making sure you're staying weather aware out there, going on and through the motions of what can still be a little bit of an active late phase of the day, even though it's very isolated. There's going to be breaks of dryness in between. It's not going to be widespread rain and storms, but little pinpointed ones here and there will be possible. And then we go overnight and calm that down, eventually losing any convective potential with the daytime heating falling off. Into Saturday morning, we're looking pretty good here. Going to be a great morning start for the Cocky Trot, and this is just something I can't stress enough. Going to be a lot of Gamecock alumni here in Columbia for all these events, a lot of sports, the run in the morning. The spring football game is at 7 p.m. Now watch this as we go into the middle of Saturday. This is where we start to see those little bubble up storm chances return again, likely pushing down towards the now southern half of our viewing area by the late phase of this afternoon. Now for any evening or of course late night plans that you got into Saturday around the region, you're looking good. This is where we're going to be seeing a bit more dryness try to fight back, but it's still going to be for a brief period of time, because even though we could dry out into Sunday morning, we're going to see more pressure move towards us from the south, and that could likely bring us late afternoon, evening Sunday rain. I will keep tabs on that for you when I get a little bit more of forecast certainty on that. But right now, we're all relatively locked in for what we're going to see with the heat today. Thursday, it's a certainty. The sun's here. It's going to be hot. We're going to get likely to that high near 90. I'd be surprised if we didn't with all of what we're going to get with blue skies today. Barely a cloud in the sky this afternoon. Very different than our Wednesday. For Friday and Saturday, we continue into that afternoon activity. We see the storms flare up, and that is going to be, even though it's an isolated capacity, just times of the day, late afternoon, early evening. I want to make sure you're just staying on your toes a bit, remaining weather aware, and obviously if you need some weather updates on the go, you need to see a live radar check if you're going to be outside for a while. That WIS First Alert Weather app, we've got you covered. We're always trying to keep you aware, whether it is you're at home or you have to be on the go. We want to make sure as you're being mobile that we're trying to do our best to make sure you're staying safe. If you need these updates, that you can access them from your pocket. Going into your First Alert 10-day forecast, we are going to see these conditions start to deteriorate a little bit. Today, if you have a pool, if you just want to soak up a bit of that sun, you are consistently staying hydrated. You're protecting your skin. You're protecting our furry friends out there, being smart with your pets and those around you. Thursday is going to be a great day for you. Friday and Saturday, just got to watch out for a little bit of those bubble up storm chances later on. And then Sunday, still looking to see a good bit of certainty with more rain coverage late afternoon into Sunday night. That's going to be something we'll watch out for as we continue into these forecast updates. Thank you again for letting me first alert you this morning. You could always, of course, go to wistv.com for some of these updates as well. And if you need another check on some news stories and you'd like to get updated on that for your morning, that is coming up on our live stream right around 9 o'clock. What's new this morning is next. Make sure, again, you are consistently staying up to date with what's going on locally, what's going on nationally. It's great to be informed, Have a great rest of your Thursday and stay cool.